Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been requested to show you how to use loose glitter on gel polish. I think some people are struggling a little bit. So I've already covered my pop in 2 coats of the colour that I'm going to use. Now at this stage you've got 2 options. You can either use it in another coat of wet colour, which I tend to do quite often. The only downside to this is if you do have to move your glitter around quite a bit, is that you can kind of get the polish over the top. So sometimes it's better to do it straight into a top coat, which is what I'm going to show you. But all you have to do, in fact, because I've got quite a lot of UV light coming in here, we're not going to do that because it kills my polish. I am in a camper van, bear with me. So, Gem Tree, best thing in the world. I'm showing you Midnight Magic from the gel collection. Absolutely lush. It's purple and blue if you can't see very well. So I just decant a little bit of my glitter into my gem tray. I find this is the nicest way of doing it because then you're not going to spill your glitter or make a mash of it or any of that jazz. So we've got it all ready and waiting. So I am going to put the glitter directly into wet polish. So coat your nail. I do the whole nail. Even if you want to do a glitter fade, I still do the whole nail. You've got some on there, and then you can use an array of different brushes. You can scoop it up with a fan brush like that and sprinkle it on. I just find it sticks to my fan brush for some reason. So the way I do it is I use my beautiful Unicorn soft pigment bristle brush. I pick up some glitter just as it is and I tap it on. It sometimes falls for you. So tap it, you can if you're sensible, tap it over the thing. You might even need to splodge it a little bit towards the base just to get a bit more coverage if you want to cover upwards. So you can see most of it's lying flat, you get the odd bit that isn't. So I'm just going to grab an old brush with a flat end, something like that, it doesn't really matter what it is as long as it's clean, and I'm just going to make sure everything's in place. If you don't like it, you can push it round. Make sure it's not hanging off the edge. There's nothing worse, especially on a natural nail gel polish. There's a scratchy bit on the end. And if you happen to go back and file that, you've got to remember that if you do that, you could actually file the capping that you've done, so you can you can create chipping. So now we're nice and flat pretty much. If you see anything you don't like, flatten it. Is actually probably the best way to do it into clear. I just find sometimes I do it into the gel colour just for speed. Maybe that's just because I'm being lazy. Most of your application is important. So we make sure that's all nice and ready to go. That can now be cured. You can either flash cure it or cure it properly. I tend to cure it properly just to make sure it's really absolutely stuck. So that's going to have 60 seconds now. In the meantime, you can pop your glitter back in the bag while you're waiting, and then you're not going to tip it all over your client. I'm good at tipping things on my client or on myself. Okay, give that a good tap. You won't get everything off because the static makes it stick to the glitter. So, while I'm waiting also, I take either a cloth or a bit of this, and I'm just going to wet it with isopropyl alcohol or acetone, whatever you've got. I'm just going to go ahead, clean our brush. Because this evaporates very quickly, then your brush doesn't get wet. So you can then have a nice clean brush and go ahead and put that away. So you can use that, that's been sanitised, that can be done. And again, you can probably do the same with your tray. And you can brush it out. I tend to do this little bit so all the sticky, if you've got any gel in there, most of it's out. And then you can fold that over, make sure it's not going to get contaminated into your client's nail. So we have that, but we don't leave it like that. I would go ahead and use a soft brush, just dust it, make sure there's nothing else sticking to it, you've not missed any loose bits of glitter. And then you're just going to re-top coat. Nothing fancy. I use no wipe just because I think it's easier and I like the product and it stops me being quite so allergic to it. I think it's the sticky layer of polish that I'm allergic to. So since I've swapped to, and I do quite like the Blue Sky no wipe top, I've not had half as many problems. Get a little bit itchy every now and again, but not too bad. So again, we're going to cure that for the full cure for 60 seconds. Very pretty colour that, I love this glitter, it's absolutely lush. One of my favourites, if I do say so myself. I mix all the glitter myself, well, most of the glitter, all the collections that I say I mix myself and mine. There is a certain few that are bought in for you lovely people. But the gel collection, the Sweet Shop collection, the exclusives, and what else is there? The ice cream collection, those are all mixed by me. Nobody else has those, so they are exclusive to glittergoddess.co.uk. And there we have the finished product. That was Midnight Magic over a royal blue. I hope you found this useful, and please do subscribe and hit like. Cheers now, bye.